You're.
Go ahead. You're green.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to June here in the Bakersfield Valley. The green flag will fly for the first of 2 American stock heat races tonight. 5 divisions on hand for racing. Leading us into turn number 1, how about out of turn number 2, the 44 machine, that's Brian Childress. Childress has no pressure right now, but the battle for second between the 787 machine of Ronald Lukadu. He's holding off the 95 of Brody Schweitzer. In that battle also the number 3 of Brandon Radcliffe. 2 cars rounding out the field. The 7 of Justin Toohey. Good to see Toohey back in the field.
Yeah, definitely.
And the number 1 in machine of Nicholas Johnson side by side for second again out of turn number 4. Childress took the lead early, but he hasn't really opened too much of a gap over Schweitzer.
Got a lot of racing going on here.
Lookadu has pressure from Toohey. Toohey uses the bumper.
Nicholas Johnson in the 1N machine, Jeffrey, winner in the American stock race 1 week ago, 7 days ago out at Santa Maria Raceway. That's the last time Race Feed X was live on Low Budget TV or vice versa.
We're going to have a battle for the lead here. Side by side down the front straightaway. Schweitzer looks to the inside of Childress. And Tommy, you talk about it. Johnson going from winning the race to telling the heat race. It goes to show the competitive nature of these American stocks.
Definitely, Jeffrey. Obviously, the temperature was a little bit different there on the coast as well. I was wearing my jacket at this point in time on the beach.
You're making me jealous right now. Radcliffe into the wall. Still into the wall.
Hanging on to that wall.
Still into the wall. He's out of the wall.
There it is, all done. I don't think he ever lifted.
I think he used that whole wall to turn. And you know what? That American stock probably didn't even notice. But he has 1 extra white wall.
No, that's for sure.
Saw that going into turn 1. It looked like his entry was wider than he had taken it before. Lookadu now getting pressure from Toohey. Toohey to the outside in the 7 machine. The battle for third continues on. White flag for Childress for the lead. Although there is not much of a battle up front, Schweitzer still has to get to him. This 3-car battle for third is the one to watch. Radcliffe.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Heck yeah. Childress out of turn 4 is going to get one last challenge from Schweitzer, but he's going to hold him off and win the first heat race of the night.
Action, action.
Looks like that 787 machine was losing some oomph by the end of that heat race.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some mechanical issues they're going to want to take a look at. Well, that was 8 laps.
That sure
That was
Jeffrey.
fun.
Yes, it was.
So you ready for round number
Yes.
dose?
Race number 2. Nacho Daddy starts on the pole, the number 7A. That is driver J.R. Garcia to his outside. The number 19, that's Bob Ellis.
Now I'm really feeling this tripod.
Inside. Yeah, I know. See? I mean, we're all dealing with it. It's a little warm right now, but we're gonna pack the wheel bearing grease here for the next week. And the number 10, Baker, that's the 10 machine of Trevor Baker. I was going to say he's not on our sheet. Outside, row number 2. The 74, that is Wild Wayne Dotson. Usually drives the Sport Mod. And rounding out the field, the number 42, Dakota Brown. 3 wide already in this one.
Brown falling back really quickly here.
2 drivers falling back, Brown and the 19 of Ellis. Garcia holding on to his top spot that he started in. Nacho Daddy is his nickname on the rear bumper, and so far it's working out well. Extra cheesy up front. So Dotson in hot pursuit in the second spot in his number 74, normally piloted by Miranda Scott. Here comes Dotson down low, trying for that lead, unable to get it done out of turn number 2.
Garcia was flirting with that wall.
Yeah, he was. Using up the whole track out of turn number 2. Dotson, like mentioned, a regular competitor in the IMCA Sport Mods. They'll be out here next Saturday night. But this Saturday night, he will hit the tractor tire, trying for the lead, unsuccessful. Out of
Didn't
turn
he
number
tell
2.
us, didn't he warn us in the pit area that he was going to do something with an American stock that we've never seen before?
Yes, he gave us plenty of warning. Outside, Garcia holds on to the lead. Lap number 4, halfway through this second heat race for the American stocks. And Dotson tried the slide job, could not get it done out of turn number 2. Great racing up front for the lead in this second American stock. He raised some contact. Garcia up into the wall. Keeps his foot in the gas, goes back to third, and you would never tell that he just hit the wall based off he did not lose speed.
I think he's a little determined to get back to the rear bumper at the 74 right now.
So with all that, Dodson has the lead. Trevor Baker now wants the lead out of turn number 4. He's to the inside. Baker leads that lap.
Oh, dear me.
This is American stock.
This is what did I say about Bob ramming you?
All right, so into turn number 3, Dotson and Baker.
Oh, Garcia's going to work that wall in a little bit more.
Hopefully that camera's still going to stand. Now the leader of that lap, it is the 74 of Dotson. White flag is flying, the final lap of this heat race, and it's been an exciting one. Here comes the number 42 of Dakota Brown for the second spot. Through turns 3 and 4, 3 wide, contact, and across the line, beating and banging, Dakota Brown takes it. And that is something I've never seen in American in stocks by Wayne Dotson. He promised, and he succeeded.
I don't think he cared.
Quote of the day in the pits, you're going to see something that you've probably never seen before.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're Low Budget TV, and we broadcast this stuff live just about every weekend. You can check out our Facebook page, Low Budget TV. You don't want to miss this. This is what it's all about.
Definitely
and this
not.
is how we do it in Bakersfield.
Holy cow. Yeah, we're out here at Bakersfield probably half the year. And just like that, Jeffrey, that might have been the first and last race for that American stock with Wayne Dotson behind the wheel.
Oh, no, I'm pretty sure he'll just keep going.
So, he was leading. To give Wayne credit, he was leading.
To give Wayne
most
credit,
of the way
I would be
through,
surprised if he just felt like seeing how it would end.
I think Wayne lost the lead in the last 50 feet of that.
How about
race.
Dakota Brown? Remember at the beginning of the race how he made that comment about him slipping back?
Yeah.
Well, he proved me wrong. Maybe he heard Wayne Dotson talking too and went, I should let this one sort itself out. You talked about a camera. We sometimes have a camera over in turns 3 and 4. Don't have one there today. Probably a good thing because Garcia would have taken it home with him.
Definitely. Yeah, we usually plop a GoPro down over there in hopes that I can get a little nick on its way by from a modified or something. Make a cool camera shot, but yeah, it would have been destroyed.
Well, there goes the 74.
So I'm taking a look, Jeffrey. It appears that the wheels are both pointing in the same direction, left front
I think
flat.
Wayne just didn't want to drive it.
he just needed an Uber ride on his way out of here.
And like we said, folks, we're still working out this fluid.
Yeah, everybody is all the videographers here tonight. So B main top 1 transfer.
Top 2, actually. Just so everyone knows. All right, we're getting ready for the green. Green! See what I mean about the roof numbers of the 33?
Yes.
The front one is non-italic, and the rear one is italic. And the reason they did this, if you take a look at that number, what that does is it actually adds downforce. If both numbers were italic, it would have kind of just gone over, kind of like how you see window in a wind tunnel.
Yes.
But when you have one, it'll catch the air on the second number. That's why that car is driving so fast.
These things get around the track, though, Jeffrey.
They remind me of basically like dwarf cars with wings.
Yeah.
And as you heard, the people below us gave us all the info that we have to carry on. So these are chain driven, and that's all he knows.
That's it.
Oh, they're wide open. Look at them.
Yeah. Talladega.
White flag.
Now these would be fun if there were a lot of them.
Yeah, Jeffrey, like you heard the PA announcer flat-footing around this track.
Well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, mini stocks on track here. Getting ready to go. Wait for it. Wait, green flag is in the air. 123, Misty Warren has a good start. Gets the jump on the 23 of Kylie Conway. In the third spot, the number 8 machine.
Oh, boy.
You saw that.
I did.
Very exciting.
Little tag between the truck and the 33-13.
Gonzalez.
I lied. It's the 18 of Lance Gonzalez. I said 8, and I'm like, there's got to be something missing here. The 33 machine, like Tommy was talking about, Mike Conway, always exciting to watch in these, no matter what he gets in.
Oh, yeah.
As Gonzalez just about nicks Kylie Conway in the rear bumper. Battle behind them for fourth. Rourke, that's Steve Rourke in the 77 machine on the inside of Conway. And rounding out the field, the 13 of Justin Moore. He's trucking. Battle is for third. Gonzalez to the inside of Kylie Conway. Conway goes wide. Gonzalez takes the spot. So now Warren's going to have to deal with Gonzalez.
Mr. Warren, one of the most recent mini stock winners out here at Bakersfield Speedway. So the 1-2-3 machine running strong here.
Yeah, but that 18 machine is coming halfway through this heat race. Lap number 4 of 8, and Gonzalez is on the bumper of the 123 machine. Warren goes wide, Gonzalez goes low. The battle for the lead into turn number 3. Oh, Gonzalez cranks it sideways, and contact.
Both drivers doing a great job keeping it off the wall.
Yeah, I was going to say that usually ends a lot worse. So Gonzalez just runs away with it from Warren. Rourke looks like the 77 maybe off the pace just a bit.
I'm not sure what's going on with the monster car.
At least out of turn 2, that car seemed off the pace. Conway went underneath.
We'll check her out.
Looks like the 77's getting back up to speed, though. Conway to that inside line, although we do typically see Rourke running a little bit better than this. White flag is in the air for Gonzalez after that wild pass for the lead. They exchanged a bump, and later they're going to exchange their insurance information. Out of turn 4, it's going to be Gonzalez winning the first heat race of the night for the mini stocks.
Warren second, third of Conway for Mike Conway.
Yeah,
fifth.
but Tommy, let's not ignore the sleeper here. That 13 truck.
13 truck who had already won the race, spun out. Justin Moore rounds out this first mini stock race of the night. Coming up next, heat number 2.
Did you know?
On the pole in heat race number 2 will be the number 7, Jeffrey. That is the 7W of Brandon Wolford. Brandon looked to me like he was burning up a clutch in hot laps. For him to start on the pole,
I think he burnt up the car.
yeah, it could be. For him to start on the pole, Jeffrey, that's going to be exciting if that clutch issue continues on. Outside row number 1, the number 6 machine, that's Big Orange. Number 6 of Andy Boydson. Row 2 has a 15 of Sean Schwarzenberger. And the 7 of Lonnie Spiller. Roy Maynard in the number 70. Senior, by the way. And then 2 is outside the number 0. That is Shannon Tridy. Rounding out the field, the number 88. Driver of... Hang on, I'll get it. Hang on, not on our sheet, but I know who it is.
There's your clutch issue, by the way.
There it is. I don't know the driver. I lied. So that's the one driver we're going to have to get on our sheet. And around is Tridy in turn number 2 all by himself. Yeah, Wolford having a continuing clutch issue in the 7W machine. The thing's going to start smoking here in a second.
So jumping to the early lead, the 7 machine of Spiller.
Lonnie Spiller, who is looking to actually continue. I got to rephrase it. Looking to continue her winning streak on Race Feed X and Low Budget TV. She's trying to go 3 for 3 in the mini stocks this season. on Low Budget TV. So I think we might be one of her good luck charms as of late. Boydston in the second spot. Third is Schwarzenberger. Now the 88, who we don't have a name for, is moving up through the field up to fourth after a dead last starting spot. Lap 3, make it halfway through this heat race as the driver crosses the line.
Yeah, battle for third is going to be the one to keep an eye on here in just a bit.
Schwarzenberger starting to feel the heat from the number 88 as Wolford is going 4 miles an hour through turns number 3 and 4, probably full throttle too. Maynard gonna have to duck low to avoid Wolford. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, Ferguson is getting it all back there. Wolford just trying to.
How about take a smell?
Take a smell, you can smell it, man. So Wolford gonna try to get that 7W off the track and almost there, but does not make it happen. So we go yellow, lap number 5, 3 laps to go. 7 o'clock out west, 10 o'clock on the East Coast. Thank you all if you're watching from the East Coast for joining in. They probably got back from their local racetrack. Hopefully it hasn't rained, but I've heard it's been raining back there on you. So get those drinks, get that late night snack going, because we're going to be here all night long. Live on Race Feed X. If you're in the Midwest, then you're right in the middle of everything. Here we go for the restart.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes, we are.
What the heck, man?
Lonnie Spiller leads. Boydson second. Schwarzenberger third. Green flag. So keeping an eye on the number 88, Jeffrey. You mentioned this driver. Whoever this driver is, he or she.
Dylan Hart Jr.
Junior in the 4th spot, taking a break from Pocono.
Well, because it's raining.
That's right. Dave Earnhardt Jr. in the number 88.
I'm sure that this track drives a lot like Pocono.
Got one extra corner though, it seems like, but it doesn't seem like it stops.
I know the way they drive this track, it might be less.
Triangular, yeah. White flag flies. 1 more to go.
Spiller looking really good again tonight in front of Low Budget TV.
Gary Spiller is going to look pretty happy again here tonight. Heat race number 2 winner, Lonnie Spiller. And the number 7 continues to win on Low Budget TV. Second spot, Boydston. Third, Schwarzenberger Jr. in 4th. Maynard Sr. in 5th. And rounding out the field, the 0 of Tridy.
Well, she tried. You know what I wonder?
What's that?
If Shannon has tried everything.
Probably.
If she's seen Zootopia, she probably has.
Maybe. Shannon's checking out her steering. As I believe coming up next.
Dr. Steve Brule's checking it out.
That's right.
Marty Fields. I believe we heard we have 13 modifieds in the house tonight. Mid-Cal Fabrication, IMCA modifieds, A-Mods.
IMCA modified.
Oh my. Watching for the green flag. Green is in the air as the 51B machine of Brian Clark throws it into turn number 1. John Piker in the 28P going to try to take the advantage, but they're still side by side out of 2. And in fact, let's go 3 wide. The 24 machine, Scott Pounds.
Returning from retirement, 12 years of being retired. That is the father of the Dominator, Brad Pounds. Located 2 spots back from the father. Big Daddy, we'll call him Scott Pound.
The outside is that 16 machine. They know him as the Outlaw, Rick Childress Jr. Steve Clark slips it wide. That's going to open the door for the 24 and the 16 now to get there in the battle for third. Mentioned Brad Pounds in the G5 machine. Brad's inside. This is the 11. Tommy, talk about a stacked heat heat race.
Oh, big time. I mean, these are the drivers you'd see in the front of the main events.
Yeah, Cody Laney in that 11 machine working the inside, rounding out the field. The other 24 in the field, Roger Holden. Now, I want to point out, Tommy, like we said, all these drivers we typically see duking it out, battling for the win. But how about the drivers pulled away from the pack?
Yeah. John Piker in the 28P has opened up a pretty good lead over second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So good racing here on this 3rd mile bull ring.
Yeah, this battle right here, this pack is the one to keep an eye on. Pound slipping back. In fact, that 24 machine is off the pace. We just heard a car sound like it well above the rev limiter. Maybe some backfiring, perhaps mechanical issues for that 24 pounds.
Racing continues on. 6 laps in, 2 more to go. White flag.
Maybe a transmission issue for the 24 car. 28P, John Piker has 1 lap to go. Has to hold off Childress and Laney, 2nd and 3rd. Piker's looking good. He's going to come out of turn 4 and take the checkered flag in the heat race, the first of 2 for the modifieds.
Good stuff early on here. Tonight, Bakersfield Speedway, 71 years old.
This is going to be a wild main event tonight.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to it, Jeffrey. It's hot, it's slick,
Yeah.
but it is racy out here.
It's what we talked about, though, when we were saying how, yeah, we might be a little bit low on car counts, but typically this part of the year, we see this trend where people do a little bit less traveling through the heat, and you have your kind of core group. These are all guys here that know that they can win it tonight.
Quality definitely is here. Quantity is on its way through these summer months. Heat race number 2 for the IMCA Modifieds. Rolling on the track now. So again, I know there's those of you tuned in to watch the action all night long, and what we've done for the ones who aren't tuned in to get the pay-per-view of the rest of the night's racing, we only opened up a pretty short window here for you tonight, so it's a little teaser. So if you're able to, if you'd love to join in, we'd love to have you all night long. We're just heat racing out here on the West Coast, Bakersfield, California. We got a lot of action left to do tonight. IMCA Modifieds, plus the USAC Western States Midgets, American Stocks, Mini Stocks, and the exhibition for the USAC Micro Sprints.
Micro machines. You see them taking a look at Piker's car in the infield.
I was going to say, Jeffrey, this is another stacked heat race. I mean, look through this field. We're going to get to them here in just a second.
You want to go through now?
Let's do it right now. Heat race number 2 on the racetrack, starting on the point. We'll give him the nickname the Diamond. Dave Phipps in the number 08 starts on the pole. To his outside the 198, that is the Rebel. Robbie Sawyer inside row 2, the 2J of Justin Schweitzer. Outside the 17N, that is Steve Nolan. Row 3 has the 11X of the Hitman, Kyle Heckman. And to his outside, Brett Bennett in the 5. And rounding out this field, the 174 of Ethan Dotson. We go green.
So it looks like we've already upped it to 14 modifieds here tonight.
Yep, easily.
And Nolan with a run through the middle.
Right through the middle, Jeffrey, out of turn number 4. Great run. Hit the gas, but now he's going to get hit in the center of the corner. Everybody continues on.
Good save.
But that run kind of came to a stop over turn 4.
Yeah. He had help at that stop sign.
Robbie Sawyer, your leader, and around is Bennett in the 5.
Trying to wreck, but now I believe Nolan has an issue.
Yeah, Nolan's going to have some left rear tire rub. That door is rubbing on the inner tire from contact early on in this heat. Robbie Sawyer, your leader, but all the action behind him. Battle for the second spot.
That's a flat left rear tire now on Nolan.
Yeah, it looks like the door is starting to carve into that 17N.
It is.
Phibbs up the track. Jeffrey Hughes battling with Heckman for the second spot. Phibbs flips back to third. Here comes the 2J of Schweitzer. Starting to see a battle for the third spot brewing up here halfway through this heat race. Nolan, no surprise, he pulls off in the 17 and into the pits. Two laps to go for Sawyer and all the others. Battle for third is picking up. Ethan Dodson on the run as well. 3 wide. Battle for third now through turns number 1 and 2. So Phibbs, Schweitzer, and Dodson doing battle as the white flag is waving. Who's going to finish third? Lap 7 of 8. Schweitzer very comfortable up front. He's got himself about a half a straightaway lead. He'll come across the line and win heat race number 2, but through turns number 3 and 4, who's going to finish third? It will be Schweitzer over Dodson and Phibbs. So Phibbs with that top spot start, slips back to 5th. And that was some good modified heats right there.
Yeah, we still have one set of heat races left to go, and that's going to be with our USAC cars.
So USAC Midgets about to roll onto this 3rd mile racetrack here. They're going to do 3 heats tonight for the Midgets.
You really think so, huh?
Western State Midgets, by the way. A little breezy and a lot warm out here, but that breeze feels good.
It's a lot warm. You got that right.
So the Midgets getting lined up and getting ready to be pushed out.
Yeah, the qualifying earlier, I believe the 68 of Ronnie Gardner ended up on the top spot. As far as that round went. Looks like they're going to get Sawyer off and out of the infield before they push out the USAC cars. Tommy, last time we were here, I believe we saw some more open wheel racing.
Jeffrey, I'm taking a look through our comment section. We got some people tuning in for this live looking sneak preview, of course. We're only letting you take a little peek because we got a lot of racing tonight, and if you want to see more, tune in.
Don't miss it.
www.racefeedx.com. Steve Cape, he's watching from the land of rain every Wednesday through Sunday here in Louisiana. Good to see blue skies out in California. That's absolutely true.
See, we say the opposite here. We're like, oh, it's good to see a cloud in the sky.
Yeah, definitely. Nice to cool off a little bit. Butch watching from South Dakota. Knoxville, Tennessee is Michael Winstead. Mitchell, South Dakota, Austin.
Go to the exhibit, IMCA rules, and go and check. I'm telling you folks, I'm going to find out what they're checking over there. But it's a rule in IMCA. It's a simple check, and then they're allowed back in the pit. And at the end of the night,
so we got them watching from all over here tonight.
Happy to have you.
Of course.
Now, Tommy, for those wondering, for those that are catching the freebie right now, they might be wondering, well, how long do I have?
This is it. We're going to see 3 more heats of the Midgets, and then kaboom, just like that. We're going to cut you off.
Chop.
Cut you right off. Because we're just teasing you right now. This is what we call a hustle.
Sweetheart.
So again, yeah, we're going to be, and the fun thing is we're going to be interacting with everybody all night on social media. So we're going to be asking the tough questions like, where are you watching from? I know some of you right now are tuned in live on pay-per-view as well as our sneak peek. For the ones that are tuning in right now, anybody who can see our picture of the Midgets starting to roll onto the racetrack, tell us, where are you watching from? Let us know.
Yeah, so for those that are tuned in through RaceFeedX.
Yeah, on both pages, RaceFeedX and Low Budget TV. Go ahead, we got access to both. We can read them off. We're going to read off what you got to say. And we want to know, where are you watching from, Jeffrey? Go ahead, what were you saying?
I was just going to say where I was watching from.
Where are you watching from?
Bakersfield.
All right.
The roof. You see, getting ready for the first heat race of our USAC Western State Sprint cars. Did I do
Midgets.
good?
No.
Get off!
These things are midgets, Jeffrey.
What did I say wrong?
You said sprint cars.
Sprint.
Come on now.
If I had any knowledge besides my brain. Green flag out. Woo, what a start there. Jump into the early lead, the 15 of Ashley Hazelton. Wasting no time on that outside line. You see, that's the 68 machine of Ronnie Gardner.
Ronnie on a mission up top.
Absolutely, the 73X in the third position. They call him the Hawk. Darren Hagan in the fourth spot, started on the front row. The 25, that is Courtney Crone. 57 in the field, Maria Coffer. 71S to Maria's inside. Cody Swanson, and rounding out the field, the 73 of Dylan Ito.
That's right. There is an I in the name, but he pronounces it as an E.
Side by side for second, Hazelton on the outside. Hagan taking the spot from the inside. Now Hazelton going to try and challenge back to the inside, not going to make it happen. Out of turn 4, another battle brewing. This is the one for fourth. As you see, well, it was a battle. The 25 machine of Crone holding off Swanson. Swanson had some issues during qualifying.
Yeah, that car did not want to run at all.
No.
Looks like it's doing work right now, though.
Lap number 5, now lap number 6. 2 laps to go in this heat race, the first of 3 for the USAC Midgets.
Talk about your leader running away with it. Gardner out of turn number 4 will take the white flag. Literally out front. He's a full straightaway ahead of second spot.
Oh yeah, no pressure. Gardner's been fast in qualifying, fast in the heat race. Checkered flag for the 68 machine. Second place is going to go to Hagan. Hazelton will hold off of hard-charging Swanson for the third position.
P of Terry Nichols, Panda Express as his nickname, starts on the pole to his outside, the number 7 machine of Michelle Decker. Inside row 2, the number 35F of Michael Facinto. We go green. Corey Elliott, the 11, the 2. That is piloted by Robbie Josette. And rounding out the field, the number 2D of Steve Davis.
No,
That's what we'll call
we're not gonna
a foul start. As well as on the racetrack, the number 7 of Shannon McQueen rounds out the field. McQueen and the 7X. I apologize.
Yeah, you do.
Shannon is in the 7X. The 7, which would be the teammate, starts on the outside front row, is Michelle Decker. 7D. Green flag flies. We're going to try this one again.
Oh boy, cutting it close.
Yeah, Michael Facinto wasting no time. And a battle for the third spot has Decker slipping back with some contact. Battle up front, Facinto to the inside. And gets the lead across the stripe by a bumper length over the one of the Panda Express, Terry Nichols.
See, the 7's battling it out.
Duking it out, teammate Shannon McQueen to the inside of Decker.
Shutting the door. Panda Express is closed.
So the 1P starting to get some pressure from McQueen now. Battle for the third spot. Jet down low. Taking a peek to the inside of the number 1P of Terry Nichols. McQueen will have the spot at the stripe. Terry Nichols with a run on the outside. Keeps his foot on the gas. Trying to find some moisture up top, slips back 2 spots.
Did not find it. No water at Panda Express.
No way. to the Pandas, going back, flipping back more and more. Your leader, Michael Facinto, is going to round turns number 3 and 4. 2 laps to go in this heat race number 2 of 3 here for the Midgets. Definitely a slick track at the moment. It looks like it's going to stay that way all night long, which some might say, well, you're not seeing the speed out of these cars, but I tell you what, for damn sure, you're going to see a lot of these drivers having to fight high and low to find a racing groove, and that is what I love, the strategy, or sometimes hanging it out on the edge. Checkered flag for Facinto out of turn number 4. Heat race number 2 winner, Corey Elliott second. And out of turn number 4, which 7 cars are going to be? It'll be McQueen over Decker. Something fell off of something, huh?
Yeah.
So
I think it came off of McQueen's number 7 machine.
I don't see an issue yet, but they probably will.
Is that a muffler?
Oh, if it is, don't be picking it up with your bare fingers.
They're not. It's a soccer ball.
Why not? Do you know that Michael Winstead is watching from Knoxville, Tennessee, Jeffrey?
Are you serious?
As serious as I can be.
That's long distance.
I love how Nick the Pickle Lawrence, Jeffrey, you've heard that name before. He's in Fresno, and he's watching from. Go ahead.
Professionalism.
We laughed that word in the face. We have a good time on anything we do, especially video of the races.
Oh yeah. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's going to be the 8 machine of Randy Pankratz who's going to take the green flag in this 6-car heat race to finish off heat racing tonight. Pankratz will single file it out here. The 4D machine trying to make a move. Robert Dalby. Dalby has a car to his inside. A little bit of a door slam. I didn't know these cars could do that. It's the 9D machine moving to the lead. Sean Dodenhoff. How about 3 wide? Do you like 3 wide?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Well, there. Speaking of a tease. Great racing up front between your top 3. The 18 machine trying to catch up into it. Tyler Delackey. Delackey's now going to move to the inside of Pankratz. You see the 9D machine going to get a lot of pressure here into turn number 3. Dalby trying to make something happen. How about Pankratz working that outside line?
Yeah, Jeffrey shows that there are grooves out here in this racetrack, and you can. I can't wait to see what's going on later on tonight, because this track's going to widen out, and you're going to see cars from the tires to the wall, all spread out, picking a lane.
The 63 machine also in the field. That is Frankie Rainey, the 3rd. And rounding out the field, the 9H, driven by Jeff Harrington. Lap number 4, 4 laps to go. Dodenhoff is our leader.
Reminder, folks, full HD of the coverage here on racefeedx.com. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing, why don't you just go ahead and stay with us for the rest of the night?
And if you're watching delayed on YouTube, join us on a weekend.
Yeah. We'll be posting full heat races on YouTube, on our YouTube channel.
Dalby's trying to make something happen here. Just not making enough closure right now on Dodenhoff. White flag is in the air for the 9D machine. I believe we have teammates sandwiching this entire field. The 9D and the 9H. Dalby going to throw it in hard. Going to go way wide, but it's going to be the 9D of Dodenhoff is going to take the win. And the water truck celebrates in the infield.
Oh, yeah.
Woo-wee. That's a way to finish off heat racing right there. Waterworks.
God bless America. Land that we love. All right, Jeffrey, well, heat races are done.
Yes, they are.
We're done with the heat races, which means the preview is done. And let's talk about, the preview right Pardon me. I could have accidentally turned off the preview by now, but if I'm still live, if we're still live a little bit,
Yeah.
let's talk about some storylines heading into tonight, Jeffrey. It's obviously been a really warm one.
Yeah, I guess we don't have anything to set up anymore, huh?
No, we're rock and rolling, man.
We're-
So it's been a warm one, which means this track is gonna definitely. It's no surprise. It's dry. Track's dry. We're gonna see the groove go from top to bottom here tonight, and it's gonna be fun to see these drivers battle out for track position all night long. You're gonna see some rooting and gouging. You're gonna see some drivers taking chances up high, shooting it down low. There might be a chance where the top side. Ooh, doggy, that microphone. Might see a chance where that top side is going to be the fast one tonight, and the low side is going to be slow. Jeffrey, it's all TBD, but thank you all for tuning in here tonight. And for the ones that are watching the preview, that's it. The sand has run out. You're out of time. And stick with us more. RaceVDX.com, full HD, and more. Thank you all. We're going to get ready for some trophy dashes.
Trophy dashes.